Today on Is This Cinema, Brad, who has never seen a Marvel movie, has now seen 2 Marvel movies. And I think he's ready to smash the Incredible Hulk.
Maybe. I might be ready to pan it or love it.
Incredible Hulk when we come back.
Let's do it.
Kick off this evening with a look at cinema.
It's not cinema, it's something else.
Cinema.
Cinema.
Beautiful, beautiful cinema.
Hello. Welcome to Is This Cinema. I am Jerry.
I'm Brad.
Here with Brad. We are going to watch The Incredible Hulk.
And I'm going to win.
What are you going to win? This is not a contest, sir.
You got to try to change my mind.
I don't think I can. This movie's tough
this
to
one's
defend.
going to be really, really hard.
It's not terrible, but
No, I mean, I've seen worse.
sure.
Yeah, I've seen worse. Yeah. Not
Well,
many.
no.
Not many. Not too many.
I am going to present Bradley the entire MCU
Yep.
in the cinematic release order.
I want to be convinced.
So yes, you win again. You
I
win
read the
off
script.
reservation.
I watched the film first.
You did this time. Okay.
I perused the script.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Norton's draft. Zach
Norton's
Penn's draft is not available. I couldn't find it online. The only available draft to read online was Ed Norton's, which
Now,
was
what
thrown
does it
away
say? Because-
into a fireplace and then stomped on by Kevin Feige.
Because Edward Norton very famously did a lot of rewrites to this, but he is uncredited in the...
Because he did nothing. He didn't change anything. All he did was change some of the dialogue.
That's it.
He took Zach Penn's script
Mm-hmm.
and he put a quote by Joseph Campbell from The Hero's Journey before it, which I can show you. My laptop's in my car. But he did nothing but add camera direction.
Really?
Which he should never do because he's
No.
a actor.
Mm.
I don't care how good you are. You're great. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
No, he's a great actor. And this whole script, Zach Penn, who's a good writer,
Mm-hmm.
who I'm familiar with his work, horrible.
Wow.
So that's how you know that there was so much animosity on the set. Yeah. That whole set must have been shot. Must have been a whole horrible vibe because these guys would not be working today had it not been for Edward Norton being such a prick.
Yeah. Well, he is not the Hulk anymore. So the movie starts out, they decide to skip the origin story because they figured
Just throw some
everyone except
exposition.
Brad knows the origin story of Incredible Hulk. Plus, they just did it in 2003.
Right.
However, in the comic books,
For the geeks.
they're testing a gamma bomb in the desert, like, scientists and whatever. And
Yeah.
Banner, and he sees this kid who's just this high school kid driving this hot rod. And he's like, oh my God. And Banner runs out in the test field and pushes him into a
Hero.
ditch. But then he gets hit
Save-
with the
he-
gamma rays.
Save the cat.
Right. And
Save
he
the cat.
turns into the Hulk and
Yeah.
Hulks out. And
He wants it out of him.
That's essentially the origin
Okay.
of
That's the original origin.
something I want to point out. Ross was trying to recreate something called the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is
Not
referencing?
this movie, no.
Okay. That is a direct reference to Captain America.
Okay.
Captain America.
Which I'll find out.
In World War, yes, you'll find out. And the Hulk it's a modern retelling of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You get him angry.
Iconic character.
It's like, you get him angry. Don't make me angry. This was like throughout.
Don't make me hungry.
Easter
I'm
eggs.
not- you'll be happy when I'm hungry.
Don't make me hungry. Yep. Throughout, there are Easter eggs throughout the TV show, and that's what we talked about before. Edward Norton, I believe, just wanted to write a love letter to his favorite TV show as a kid.
Which is possible. Which is nice to know. It's a nice thought.
Yeah.
But you need some more. You need
And like we
just
said,
a really big that second act belly is just hanging over the belt line. It's just not there. Because Iron Man is not. It's the exact opposite. Iron Man's got a great second act.
good.
Like I told you, from when he's in the cave, when he decides to start making the bomb,
Yeah.
it picks up.
Yeah.
It picks up speed.
And
at
it
that
doesn't
point.
stop.
The Hulk stops.
Yeah.
But look at Iron Man didn't bomb like this.
No.
This movie lost money.
So let's see where it all falls apart. So, like we said, opening credits, we get the quick origin story.
The whole
because
expo, the whole exposition about
everyone
what
knows
happened,
how
the lab
everyone knows how the
stuff.
Hulk. We see a little hints though of Shield in there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right.
Mentioned
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
I saw Fury. Yeah,
Yep.
I saw Fury. Stark Industries.
Mm-hmm.
In the
Stark
beginning,
Industries.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of Stark Industry weapons. Those Sonic things were a Stark Industry. They had Stark
like
all
in
over.
the college campus scene.
Right. So we see Bruce Banner in Brazil. He's learning Portuguese,
He's in hiding.
doing yoga.
Doing yoga. He's like,
working at a
he's trying to, so from what I have here, he's basically trying to cure himself.
Yeah.
He's doing whatever he can to get back to America. He's trying to cure himself. He's got that guy, Mr. Blue, who ends up being Tim Blake Nelson.
Yep.
That stupid theme when he's sitting there with that guru with the, it's like, well, just control your anger is control of your body.
Of course.
And that comes kind of a little bit of a payoff at the end where he's able to finally control his anger with Betty. He learns how to kind of like, because he says, I don't even know who I am when I'm there. I'm not even there.
Right.
And he kind of learns. That part was, at least they put it off a little bit. So then it's set up, he's in hiding. He's trying to cure himself, all that kind of stuff. He's working at this bottling plant, and trying to stay off the radar.
Right.
And then his blood contaminates his bottle.
Sure.
And he flips out.
And it ends up all the way in Stanley's fridge.
And it ends up in Stanley's mouth. So the catalyst in the movie, which sets the movie on its path toward the second act, happens to Ross, not the protagonist, which is a huge mistake.
Okay. Yeah.
So when what's her name walks in and says, "Oh, we got a guy in Milwaukee who gets gamma poisoning from a bottle of pop," he goes, "Where's that bottling plant?" That's like that's the first rule. Like this has to happen to the main character, because the story starts when Ross finds out that this guy got gamma poisoning.
Okay.
It's a turning point.
You're right. Yeah.
And like can't happen to the bad
right.
guy. It's got to happen to him.
We tripped up right away.
I was like, yes, it's surprising because like these are professional writers. So that's why I'm saying this could not have been his fault, because he worked since then. Like he wrote Free Guy, which was a big hit.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, somebody in Hollywood
Have you
knows.
seen it?
No,
I haven't either.
I'm not a big fan of Ryan Reynolds, to be honest.
Okay.
Hey, God bless him. Yeah.
Right.
But like, so someone in Hollywood knows that whatever happened on the Hulk was not his fault.
So they all go to Brazil.
They go to Brazil.
The U.S.
start
government
firing away.
The U.S. government.
The government's already involved. It didn't start small and expand.
Sure.
Naturally, they had to get the government involved right away, so they have nowhere to go.
And Brazil has no problem with the U.S. government coming in and
Just
running operations
black
in their
ops
city and just
in their favelas.
Sure.
After all that stuff, so now Ross assembles a team. Blah blah blah. All that same old.
They
formula.
run operations in a foreign country.
Blonsky comes in. He's a bad guy. He's Tim Roth. He's 5'4" and 47 years old.
Right.
All right, so
that was part of his character, though. That's why he wanted it so bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he was aging out.
Right.
It kind of.
He said,
Yeah,
like,
he said he was 39.
Put what I know in my body 10 years from now.
Yeah, he
and
says,
that's-
I'm
yeah.
39, sir.
Right.
You should be a corporal by now. You should be a...
He did have some good lines. I did
It's like,
enjoy
I feel
him
like
in
an
this
animal.
movie,
I feel like
but
a monster. Act breaks. We learned that like Ross is a liar because he didn't tell them what they were really doing.
lies to his daughter. Right.
Lies to his daughter. Lies to his men because he didn't tell them like who they're going after. That he's this super 20-foot tall maniac who turns green. Act 2. All right. So another turning point that doesn't happen to the protagonist. We find out, Blonsky finds out, Tim Roth finds out about the super soldier
Yes.
project.
Which is a big deal and a running theme throughout the MCU.
Yeah.
It's just like the first time they've mentioned it.
Cool.
It's,
All right. But it doesn't happen to the protagonist. Another miss.
Mm-hmm.
He finds his way back to Culver University from Guatemala. We're talking months and months of begging on the street. But, that's fine. Whatever. That's possible. It's not like it's fine.
Now, in that little journey, you know how we talked about this was Edward Norton's sort of love letter to the TV show.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it, but I do want to play something for you. This was at the end of every Hulk TV show.
Okay.
It was
I
Bruce
don't-
Banner walking with the sad music playing, because this is his story. He can't stay anywhere. He's like,
Yeah.
he turns in the Hulk and blah, blah.
Yeah.
But they played that. It's called The Lonely Man.
Okay.
Right. They had, while he was going through, like while he was walking and begging and
Yeah.
getting clothes or whatever,
He's like this.
they were playing The Lonely Man theme.
Okay,
From
yeah.
this TV show.
Like, how many people picked up on that?
I don't know. But that's why we're here. We'll show you the stuff you missed, so you don't have to watch this
I,
again.
That's awesome. I love that. See, that's what I would love.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what a Hitchcock zoom is?
What?
It's a camera trick, right? They do it in, obviously Alfred Hitchcock invented it in Vertigo.
Yeah.
But they've done it famously, Spielberg and Jaws.
But the background goes forward.
Where the subject remains the same size and the background goes.
I love that.
I love a good Hitchcock
When they go
zoom.
shark, and is Roy
it's
Schneider. He's like,
and you have that.
and the background comes like forward, and then he goes back.
That's a Hitchcock.
How the
zoom.
fuck do you do that?
Oh, easy.
How-
I'm a photographer. I know.
Yeah,
You
so
do
how
it
the
with
fuck
the
do you do
zoom
that?
lens.
So like but the background comes forward, so you shoot 2 shots.
The subject stays the same.
Yeah.
In the same spot. You're moving the camera in and zooming out at the same time. If you can picture, and you have to set it up and
okay, so that makes sense.
Work it, and so the subject stays the exact
So
same
the
size.
background looks like it's going further away, but he's coming closer. I love that scene. Shark.
Love a good Hitchcock zoom. But
I love that zoom.
It was when
the midpoint is now Blonsky getting his second shot. Now he's like
after he healed and
he's got a whole new after he heals,
which is part of
Ross walks in and he's up on his seat. So another turning point. The biggest turning points don't happen to the protagonist. How the does this happen?
This
was a
interesting
debacle
that you're
of
pointing this
filmmaking.
out. Yeah, interesting.
It's crazy. I've never seen this ever in my life. The turning points are weak. They had nowhere to go. Where are they going to go? Bruce Banner had nowhere to turn. He's not a superhero. He's just this guy. He's just an animal who's in love with somebody.
He was not a hero throughout the whole thing until the end, where he jumped out of the
when Ross
plane.
is like, well, but he sees that his creation has turned against him.
Right.
And it's not even Ross. It's like, so finally, Banner's like, let me get it. Turn around. Let me get it.
He's like, we all created this. Yeah.
Finally, it's like, dude, are you 95 minutes for this to happen? Something went wrong.
Clearly,
on set.
I think, though, I mean,
something went wrong.
I mean, if looking back on it, I mean, it looks like Edward Norton went wrong. But
that's what happened. It had to have been. These guys would not have Zach Penn would not be writing if this was his fault. He'd be doing this podcast, and I'd be where he is.
In 2008, though, like I said, I mean,
but
Edward Norton did ruin this movie, but I still love Edward Norton, and I believe
I think it was a mistake for him to even get involved.
There was an exchange about between Feige and Edward Norton in the press about. They both mentioned the collaborative spirit of Marvel Studios.
Yeah,
and
collaborative. Come on,
I believe that
break,
Norton wanted the collaborative spirit as long as
it doesn't matter what he wants. Right. He's an actor. Robert Downey Jr. been around for 30 years more than you. Had no problem. Downey Jr. is huge.
And speaking of, he makes an appearance
at the end. Yeah, he does. Yeah. So here's a hit, Ross. Yeah. So all right. So the finale. We'll the finale. He runs away, controls his body at Ager. Themes A and B stories collide. Final image is Tony Stark visits Ross. We're gonna put a team together. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I see you wearing a nice suit." He goes, "I agree."
Oh, gee,
that nice same suit. that same Tony Stark fucking. Yeah. He's so good.
He comes in and
he makes any scene come alive.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
No. We did talk about the post-credit scene, how that's a thing.
Yeah. But they didn't have one
always to look out for. That's considered a post-credit scene, but it's not, absolutely not.
So
it's
I watched the next. I'm like, is there like another one?
I forgot. Everyone's like, oh, the Hulk post-credit scene. It's just
just end it. Just end this thing. Don't make anyone wait any longer. Just give me Tony Stark. I would never. Could you ever imagine me saying, "Give me more Tony Stark"?
I can because
after Bruce Banner, like I am chosen for Downey Jr.
Well, that's it for us. We're out of time.
All right. Been a blast.
Thank you.
With Marty.
Yeah.
Marty's 2-0.
Everyone's with Marty.
So far, look at
in ranking, obviously, we're both in agreement.
Thin and
Iron
angry.
Man 1.
Thin and angry.
Iron
Thin
Man
and angry.
1. Incredible Hulk is a very distant second.
Yes. Oh, God, yeah.
Because I would kind of like you to keep a rank of order.
Oh,
like,
God.
in all of these.
Okay, I will. All right, yeah.
You know, just sort of like, obviously Iron Man's 1, Hulk's 2 right now.
By
We've
far,
only seen 2,
yeah.
but, you know.
So Iron Man 2 is next.
I'm sure that'll change.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it will. And I'm going to be honest. I don't give a
that's
shit
fine.
like who I'm loyal to. I don't
Good.
care. I'm excited.
I'm glad. Wherever you found us, thanks for listening to Is This Cinema. You can follow us along on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. And of course, your favorite podcast feed. Give us a review, like, follow, and we'll see you next time.